Hi, welcome to our 15th Android tutorial. So in the previous tutorial we have created a Splash.java application in which it will display the splash screen, and in this tutorial we can extend this application to so that it can display the splash screen for a few seconds and then it will get back to the startup.java. That means in this tutorial we are going to start one more activity from existing activity. Means from splash activity we are going to execute startup activity. Okay, so to accomplish that one, so first of all so we have to edit this manifest file. So here in the manifest file you can copy this one from activity to this activity, copy this one and come down and paste it. Okay, so this one Android name should be startup, and the next thing here should be we can go for our project name com dot my proj dot app dot the name of the application should be startup. The next thing, instead of launcher can I go for the default. Alright, so this much of changes must be made in manifest.xml file, and then we can go for our splash.java application. And here in splash.java application, to hide this splash.xml, that means splash screen, after a few seconds we need to go for threads. First of all we need to create a instance of a thread t equals to new thread. Okay, so basically as a Java programmer you must know what is thread. So here, and if you have any doubts in thread you can go through my Java tutorials. And here in this one, thread t equals to new thread, and this thread is going to override public void run method. Okay, so under run method I am going to call a sleep method. So this method as usually going to halt the execution of the program for a certain second. Certain second means for this much of seconds. And the sleep method must be put under try catch statement, because the sleep method is going to throw an exception that is called an interrupted exception. So I can go for catch over here and interrupted exception. We must catch this exception. So then after this, so must go for t dot start. Must call this one the method start thread, or I'm gonna go for here after thread we can go for t dot start. We're gonna call this one. Okay, so this is how this method this is how this thread should be created. And once the application has been loaded, what happens, this means splash is loaded, it was going to display the splash screen for 5 seconds. So after that 5 seconds we need to run our startup activity. For that we need to go for finally intent. We need to call another activity, intent I is equal to new intent of, we should call this, we should use this statement over here, com dot my proj dot startup, which was there in your manifest .xml file and come for your Java, paste it over here. Okay, and then we're gonna go for start activity. We can go for start activity and here, and we can go for import this intent right now. So we have imported this intent. Okay, so this is how the another activity must be called within one activity. So the activity must be called using an intent. Okay, so basically, so we want to know what is intent, so we can discuss with intent in depth in next upcoming tutorials. For that, up to that you can stick on this one. So this is nothing but calling one more activity in an activity. So using the name which was specified in the manifest files over here, the action name, and so that must be specified in the intent, and we must go for start activity I after that one. Alright, so this is how the thread is used to stop the execution of the splash activity for 5 seconds and then load startup activity. Okay, so we can run this application. Alright, it was starting right now. Sure, we are getting the screen. Okay, so this is what actually the output. Okay, so after 5 seconds your startup is going to load onto the screen. So this is what actually our intention, to start with the splash and halt it for around some 5 seconds and then load one more intent, which is our desired one. Okay, so in the next tutorial we can improve the splash application to background music. Okay, so thanks for watching this tutorial.